evidence found within the building. 3 shells, later identified as fired from Oswald's rifle, were found 42 minutes after the shots. 10 minutes later, a rifle was discovered.
The rifle was found on the 6th floor, back near the stairway, between some cartons, by Deputy Constable Seymour Weitzman. And from that episode came a description that has plagued the Warren Commission account for years. The identification of it as a German Mauser. Eddie Barker asked Constable Weitzman what happened.
To be very frank with you, I stumbled over it two times, not knowing it was there.
Just went right by?
Went right by. And Mr. Boone was climbing on top, and I was down on my knees looking, and I moved a box, and he moved a carton, and there it was. And he in turn hollered that we had found the rifle.
Well, when did you first get a full view of the gun?
When the crime lab brought the gun out, after they had gone over it, well, I could see portions of the gun while they were doing partial investigation of it there in the building.
What kind of gun did you think it was?
To my sorrow, I looked at it, and it looked like a Mauser, which I said it was, but I said the wrong one because it just at a glance I saw the Mauser action, and I don't know, it just came out words, it's a German Mauser, which it wasn't. It's an Italian-type gun. But from a glance, it's hard to describe, and that's all I saw. It was at a glance. I was mistaken, and it was proven that my statement was a mistake, but it was an honest mistake.
So Mr. Weitzman now seems sure that the rifle was indeed Oswald's Mannlicher Carcano, and that his identification was simply a mistake. But the most important ballistic evidence in the case is a spent bullet, 2 bullet fragments, and 3 empty shells, or hulls, as they are sometimes described. The nearly whole bullet was found in Parkland Hospital under circumstances we'll consider in detail tomorrow night. The 2 fragments were found in the presidential limousine. The shells were found here on the 6th floor, below the windows, here, by Patrolman Gerald L. Hill, who told Eddie Barker about it.
We saw a barricade, a sort of 3-sided barricade of boxes that would have shielded anyone between the boxes and the window from general view from the rest of the floor, and then immediately under the window that was later determined to be the actual spot that the shots were fired from. There were 3 rifle bullet hulls right against the baseboard of the building where the floor and the wall come together.
One of the experts who made the ballistic examination for the Warren Commission was Dr. Joseph D. Nicol, superintendent of the Bureau of Criminal Investigation for the state of Illinois. Walter Lister asked about his conclusions.
It was my feeling that both the fragments as well as the one relatively whole bullet had been fired in the same gun, and then based upon the comparison of the tests which were available to me, it was my opinion that the same weapon which fired the tests also fired the 3 evidence specimens.
In the case of the virtually intact bullet that was found on a stretcher in Parkland Hospital and the 2 fairly sizable fragments found in the front of the presidential limousine, you felt that those were definitely fired from Oswald's rifle?
Yes, sir.
To the exclusion of all others?
To the exclusion of all others, right.